Alright, how's it going, guys? Connor just here, and welcome to Oblivious Garden. So anyways, yeah, let's get right into this and see what this shit is all about. God withdrew his blessings from the land of Latoy. Without those blessings, prosperity of the past faded into legend. The people of Latoy, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way, the people of Latoy were finally free to shape their own destinies. But their freedom came at a price of hardships that they never could have imagined. Order broke down, morality deteriorated, and the chaos that followed, paradise was lost. The final result was an endless war. Latoy is now split into two primary rivals, the North and the South. The northern section of the continent is ruled by the United Principality of Vostia. The Empire of Salantu dominates the southern islands, or Sutherlands. The war between these two superpowers and their smaller neighbors never end. Emperor Parasio, ruler of Salantu, sits in his palace and schemes to restore his people's faith in God by extending his border to cover all of Latoy. The hero of the people, Irel Reese, is the nephew of Emperor and genius tactician. He conquers countless lands in the name of Salantu, the Emperor, and God. Because of Irel's success, his uncle's plans gradually bear fruit. What does that even say? Salantu's army conquers its neighbors, the people's faith in God, and in their Emperor, divine right to rule grows stronger. With each victory, Irel's fame spreads. Eventually, the entire world stands in awe of his talent and Salantu's might. His renown and skill bring a gradual change to Latoy. With each kingdom that is conquered or surrendered to the gifted young general, hope for an end of the madness of war grows stronger. Finally, all believe that total victory is within this man's reach. No one who came before him ever succeeded in uniting so much of Latoy. The only remaining opposition of the Empire is its greatest rival, the United Principality of Vostia. Is that supposed to be an A? I think that's supposed to be an A. At the Emperor's command, Irel Reese turns his gaze northward and marches on Vostia. Victory after victory convinces the world that not only is this man a genius, but he has the blessing of God upon him. Even the strongest fortress in all of Latoy, the pride of Vostia, is no match for his tactical cunning. One by one, Vostia's defenses fall, its southern border shrinks in conjunction with Salantu's expanding northern border. Until at last, Irel Reese's army stands at the gate of Vostia's capital. This will be the last battle. Night has fallen. Unable to sleep, Irel Reese whittles away the night, staring at the enemy's last fortress and plotting its demise. Hold on. Options, is there a way to make the text go faster? Transparency, full screen window, autosave on, text speed, yeah, let's go max. Alright, sweet. Back. General, you're going for a walk? Yes, this will be the final battle. I can't leave anything to chance. I must be alone to think. I must be sure I haven't missed even the slightest detail. Every pebble must be checked. Sir, please allow me to accompany you. I want to watch you pee. See, it sounds weird. I'll be fine alone. God damn it, watched me pee yesterday. But sir, the scouts have reported that small groups of enemy troops are still patrolling these woods. If I have need of you, I will call. Until then, stay at your post, soldier, and don't fucking watch me pee. Fuck. Aye. Yes, sir. After bidding the lookouts goodnight, I walked up the hill behind the campsite. Out here, without the campfires to ruin my night vision, the sky is filled with stars. As I stand quietly and gaze up at the sky, I hear a muffled noise from a nearby bush. Who goes there? Stop trying to watch me pee. Fuck. Under the dim starlight, a slim figure jumps out from the bushes and flees to the north. You! Halt! I rushed forward, reaching out. I managed to grasp a shoulder. Please, I'm just a refugee. I don't have anything of value left to steal. Don't kill me. You're a civilian? A refugee, you say? Thousands have been displaced by the hardships of war. This woman is obviously one of them. Her voice is hoarse, with a kind of terror that can't be faked. What brought you here? I'm just fleeing from the war. I don't even know where here is. I just kept running northward. My home was destroyed. I'm just trying to find a place where it's safe to hide. You don't have to be afraid. I'm a soldier. I will not harm you. A soldier? Praise God! The army of Vastia has finally arrived to save its people. Oh. No, I'm a soldier of Salantu. Looking more closely at this woman with her torn, dirty clothes and her early signs of malnourishment, I can't help but be aware of what the Salantu army has cost the people of this country. Fear not, we do not harm civilians. Bastard! You're all bastards! You've already destroyed our homes, now you're saying you won't harm us? Isn't it a little late for that? Oh, isn't it a little late? The woman's shouting is growing increasingly hysterical, voices filled with all her hatred, helplessness, and hopelessness. It's all your fault, all because of you and that emperor of yours. She throws herself at me with wild abandon. She has no regard for her own safety. General, watch out! The woman is still clinging to my uniform. The guard pierced her body with his sword just as he shouted his warning. When the guard heard the woman shouting, he rushed to my aid, stabbing her in the back. Now he pulls his sword out, pushing her away from me at the same time. God damn, this bitch stabbed her! General, are you alright? I'm fine. She was just... Huh? She had grabbed my ankle, her fingernails cutting through the cloth and biting into my skin. So much pain for such a small injury. She murmurs resentfully, but I can't make out what she's trying to say to me. Ha! Not dead yet, eh? With a curse, the guard swings his sword. Her hand, still grasping my ankle, is separated from her... Oh! From her arm at the wrist. The guard continues to hack away at her body with his sword. God damn! Cutting her into what, a fucking lamb chop? Shit. It's not safe here. Please return to the camp and rest, General. There's nothing left for me here. Alas, alright. Let's go back. That's fucking terrible. Stars. Why can't I see the stars anymore? I feel bad. The dark of night has given way to the dawn, but the sun hasn't yet risen. When Irel Reese commands his army to approach Vastia's last line of defense, together they face one of the most famous strongholds in all of Latoy. Gerjalberg? This citadel stands in the way of any force trying to move further north. Its capture will signal the total defeat of the United Principality of Ostia and the complete unification of Latoy. General Reese has positioned the command tent fucking bright, and his officers on the high ground. From there, they can observe the enemy's troops and the coming battle. As the sun rises, the young general strains to catch the first glimpse beyond the castle walls, but he is shocked by what he sees. The Vastian nation, whose army was thought to be greatly depleted, has somehow managed to fill the castle with thousands of troops. They're probably the civilians. Civilians are like, fuck you, leave us alone. Worse, the banners beyond this castle wall suggest tens of thousands more are waiting to be deployed. Could it be a trick? It's hard to make out anything beyond the wall other than that banner. Flying high on their poles, but is that smoke? Campfires? A lot of them. Not likely a trick then. Never had Irel encountered an army of this magnitude before. Did Vastia conscript all its citizens out of desperation? They're fighting a battle for survival. An animal is most dangerous when it's cornered. His opponent seems to be betting everything on one last spread act. Irel is silent for some time, deciding what this means for his chances of victory while observing the terrain, contemplating action and counteraction. Looks like the enemy troops have us outnumbered, he thinks to himself. This is going to be a hard fight either way. Nothing he can think of will overturn such great odds. The enemy is opening the castle gates! They're coming out to fight us, sir! Sigh. Too late to back out now. Too late for regrets. Irel descends from his command post, joining his troops. He takes a place at the front of the army and draws his sword. Listen up, men! This will be our last battle, whether we win or lose. I want you to remember that no bastard ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making the other poor, dumb bastard die for his country. What? Okay, I think that makes sense. I want each of you to fight bravely, but more than that, I want you to survive. Our goal is to return home and watch each other pee. Although they should have been crippled, Vastia somehow managed to muster a seemingly endless supply of troops for their final battle. Irel brought all his tactical skills to bear on the disaster-shifting strategies at a moment's notice to stem the tide. Although he was successful in repelling countless waves of attackers, the outcome of the battle was clear to him from the start. After more than a month of bloodshed, the siege of Geralberg ended in the defeat of Irel Rhys. Oh, damn. What was left of Salantu's once proud army returned home, not in glorious victory as their empire expected, but hounded by the shame of defeat. Irel, badly injured in the fighting, was carried back to the capital by his subordinates. Same time, the news of his failure was spread across Latoy. It didn't take long for the fragile peace Irel had carved with steel to devolve into the madness Latoy had become accustomed to. Smaller countries that had once surrendered rose in rebellion once more. Many feudal lords, hungry for their share of the now crippled empire, began to carve out new kingdom as well. Wow. All this after one loss? God damn. The nobility of Salantu condemned Irel. There were calls daily for the empire to execute the once beloved. He lost! This is fucked up! He wins like 1,000,000 battles, loses one, and now they want him executed. God damn. Must suck to be a general. But Emperor Parasio ignored the will of his nobles. Through a combination of political and social maneuvering, he calmed their bloodlust. Shut up, PlayStation. He publicly denounced Irel, stripping him of his title and relieving him of his command. Finally, he exiled his nephew from the capital so that over time people would forget their failed general. He lost one battle. I feel so bad. 3 years go by, and then the emperor summons Irel to the palace again. Alright, cool. Irel Rhys, what do you have to say for your failure at Vastia? Your Grace, I only ask your mercy towards the soldiers who fled the field of battle. Our failure at Geralberg was my fault. I did my best, but it wasn't enough. Do you really think reminding me that your best just wasn't good enough will help your cause now? Please, Your Grace, I am willing to sacrifice myself in exchange for your forgiveness towards my former soldiers. It did come as quite a shock, didn't it? I regret to report the reports Vastia should have been on its last legs, but I digress. It doesn't matter how well our armies have recovered. Nothing can undo the disaster that befell them 3 years ago. All that matters here and now is that my people have shed their blood on the land of heretics? Probably. Their souls will find no rest there. This is a heavy burden, and it's all yours to bear. I have prepared myself. Are you prepared? Your execution will not compensate me for their loss, nor will it help their souls find peace. The annual miracle play will be upon us soon. I will let you arrange it this year. Your involvement should pacify the souls of the soldiers who died so far from home. What? I mean, Your Grace? You will go to my garden. There are 7 princesses there who will act with you in the play. Prepare them, but be warned, Irel, do not forget your station once you are inside the garden. I am your humble servant. I will not break your trust again, Your Grace. I'm sure I look as despondent as I felt after the audience with the Emperor. I've given an opportunity to redeem myself, but not in any situation I'm familiar with. One of the princesses among the 7 is the Emperor's concubine, likely to whisper my every move into Parasio's ear. A snitch! This prison is called the Oblivious Garden. Those who live inside are required to forget their past and become the Emperor's loyal pets. Oblivious to their past, oblivious to the outside world, living only in the present, just as its name implies. Will I allow it to change me like that? There's probably no way to salvage the ruin I made of Latoy. After I enter the garden, there won't be any hope of salvaging myself either. But if the Emperor says that performing in the miracle play will give peace to the restless souls of my men, if there's a God watching over this land, over this country, watching me, I pray that you bestow your blessings upon us all. But most importantly, I pray that you lead my fallen soldiers, along with all those who have died in the endless wars, to peace. If the miracle play will bring them peace, then I must fulfill my duty with honor. With newfound determination in my heart and resolve in my mind, I open the gates of the garden and step inside. Alright guys, well, I guess we're going to have to end that episode here. So anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. So I'm Con Artist. I will see you guys next time with some more Oblivious Garden. Again, thanks for watching, and yeah, peace out.